Here is the number OpenAI wants you to remember. GPT 5.6 just posted the highest coding score anyone has put on a public chart, and the model behind it lands Thursday, July 9th. 3 new models, named for the solar system, and a headline that says the crown is back. So let's read the fine print together because the full board is more interesting than that one number. This is how OpenAI teased it. A quiet slide, 3 worlds. Sol, the sun. Terra, the earth. Luna, the moon. One family of models arriving together with the flagship going public Thursday. So what are the 3? Sol is the flagship, built for ambitious agentic work. Terra is the balanced everyday model, competitive with the last generation at about half the price. Luna is the fast, cheap tier for high-volume work. And a quick note that trips people up, Sol Ultra is not a 4th model. It is a high-effort mode that sits on top of Sol. Now the benchmark doing all the talking. It is called TerminalBench version 2.1, and it measures agentic coding, planning, running tools, and fixing things inside a real command line. This is the chart that lit up every feed. Here is the top of the board. GPT 5.6 Sol Ultra leads at 91.9. Base Sol sits at 88.8, then Claude Mythos 5, the best Anthropic result, at 88.0. GPT 5.6 Terra and Claude Fable 5 tie at 84.3, and the previous flagship GPT 5.5 at 83.4. Focus on that gap. Base Sol at 88.8 sits above Claude's best coding result by 0.8 of a point, and turning on Ultra mode pushes it to 91.9, the highest score on the chart. On raw agentic coding, OpenAI has the lead again, and this is the headline the whole launch will run with. And there is one result that is genuinely new, not just a bigger number. On Agent's last exam, a brutal test of long autonomous tasks, Sol is the only model to clear the halfway mark, at 50.9% in code mode. Nothing else has crossed 50. Before you switch everything over, one honest caveat. Every number so far is OpenAI's own, measured on OpenAI's models inside a closed preview that has been coordinated with the US government and limited to trusted partners. As of this reveal, no independent lab has run these tests. Hold the confidence a notch. And even if you take OpenAI's charts at face value, this is not a clean sweep. Start with security, where the order actually flips. This is TerminalBench, which measures how far a model can get on offensive cyber tasks. Here, Claude Mythos 5 tops out around 78%. GPT 5.6 Sol climbs with more reasoning but ceilings near 74. Both leave the older models far behind, Opus 4.8 at 40, GPT 5.5 at 34. So, on the security axis, the crown stays with Claude. Mythos 5 at 78 sits above Sol's rough 74. OpenAI took coding, it did not take everything. And that cyber capability is a clue to why this launch has been strange. OpenAI did not just post the models and open the doors. It ran GPT 5.6 as a limited preview, coordinated with the US government and locked to trusted partners for weeks. Only now, on Thursday, does it open to everyone, a frontier coder that governments wanted to watch first. Which brings us to the model most of you actually asked about, Claude Fable 5. And here the story gets sharper because the coding crown depends entirely on which test you trust. Look at the 2 big coding tests side by side. On TerminalBench, the agentic terminal test, GPT 5.6 Sol wins. But on SWE-Bench Pro, which grades fixing real bugs in real repositories, Claude Fable 5 holds the top published score at 80.3, well ahead of Opus 4.8 at 69.2. One lab owns the terminal. The other owns the pull request. So if your work is driving terminal agents, OpenAI edges it. If it is fixing real bugs in large code bases, Claude still leads. And here is the quiet one. On TerminalBench, GPT 5.6 Terra, the everyday middle tier, ties Claude Fable 5 outright at 84.3. Claude's premium coder, matched by OpenAI's second string. A word on that top score, so you know what you are buying. Remember, Ultra is a high-effort mode layered on Sol, not a separate model. It spends far more compute per request to squeeze out the last few points, moving Sol from 88.8 to 91.9. Great for the hardest jobs, slower and pricier for everyday work. So, which one should you actually reach for? If you are running the hardest agentic jobs or chasing the absolute frontier, that is, Sol and Ultra when it earns its cost. For everyday coding and agent work, Terra gives you most of it at roughly half the price. And for high-volume, latency-sensitive jobs where cost per call is everything, Luna is the one. Now the part most of the launch coverage will skip and the part that actually decides what you use, the pricing. Because the benchmark is the headline, but the price sheet is the strategy. Put output price on one axis, dollars per million tokens. Luna, the cheap tier, is $6. Terra is $15. Sol, the flagship, is $30. And Claude Fable 5, the coder we just compared it to, is $50. OpenAI's flagship undercuts Claude's by a wide margin. Line them up directly. GPT 5.6 Sol runs $5 in and $30 out per million, and it leads TerminalBench. Claude Fable 5 runs $10 in and $50 out, and it leads SWE Bench Pro. You are looking at roughly half the price for the model that owns the terminal benchmark. And the number that should make rivals nervous is at the bottom of the range, not the top. Luna, the $in tier, still scores 82.5 on TerminalBench. That is above Claude Opus 4.8, a flagship, at 78.9. OpenAI's cheapest new model beats a competitor's flagship on the coding test. Step back and the play is obvious. OpenAI did not ship one model to win one benchmark. It shipped a ladder that covers every price point, from a frontier flagship down to a tier that costs $1 in, and it made sure even the floor clears the competition on the headline coding test. One family, top to bottom. The sun, the earth, the moon, a flagship, an everyday model, and a volume model, sharing one release and one story. So here's the whole board on two axes, coding score against price. The GPT 5.6 tiers sit high and to the left, strong scores for less money. Claude Fable 5 sits high but far to the right, strong and expensive. That upper left corner is the pressure OpenAI just put on everyone. So what is the honest read? OpenAI retook the coding headline and undercut the price ladder, and that is a real win. But the crown comes with an asterisk. The numbers are unverified preview numbers. Claude still holds security, and Claude still leads the harder real-world coding test. Pick the tool for the job, not the headline. So that is GPT 5.6. The crown is back, and the asterisk is the part worth reading. We take the one AI story that actually matters and break it down in this kind of depth every evening. If that is what you have been looking for, this is your channel.